Yo, this is Deontay the Bronx Bummer Wild, the WBC heavyweight champion of the world. And I'd like to give a big shout out to CJ Goodfellow of Sports TV. Bomb Squad, baby.
All right, Clarissa Shields says that, hey, she coming to MMA at the end of the year. Let's talk about it. And she also will entertain a fight with the title holder, Alicia Napoleon, at her natural weight of 168 pounds. But she said that they got $2 million for Emmanuel Nunes to cross over to the boxing ring. Let's talk about it. We back, Goodfellow Sports TV. Don't forget, we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, or video quest. And obviously, she got a fight this week with Ivana Havoc. Hopefully, I said her name right. Obviously, Ivana and was part of the situation with the coach and James Ali Bashir, what happened where he got punched. I heard that he's banned from this fight or whatever, so they doing a rematch. I think out there in AC, Atlantic City, I think it is. So on Showtime this weekend, and Jerron Ennis is on the undercard. So very, very exciting weekend. Jesse Hart, Joe Smith Jr. We talk about all that towards the end of the week. But yeah, going over to MMA, that's gonna be tough. I think she underestimating going to mixed martial arts. I think you can't just master that in a year. You know what I'm saying? She would have to take off boxing and really sit there and kind of get her a teacher that can, teach, keep boxing principles, and also teach her wrestling, grappling, Muay Thai, whatever else they doing over there, man. And, she need a great teacher, you know what I'm saying? And she need to be a fast learner. Boxing is one of the martial arts, but you have to learn a few more. How to defend kicks, how to defend against takedown, how to take down, and stuff of that nature. And I feel that she's on a paper chase. You know what I'm saying? She trying to get money. She said she, 24 years old? She doing anything for the dough. And that could be dangerous. You know what I'm saying? You could suffer injury where you may never could fight again. But she trying to do a crossover fight because that's where the money at. And she want to be up there balling with some of the men that's making all that money. But if she really wants to establish herself as the greatest women's fighter of all time, she has to lay the groundwork in boxing first, and she has to be the first cash cow for women's boxing. And really, she has to figure that out. Nobody has the answers because it's never been done before. You need adversaries, you need a game plan, you need a mouthpiece, you need a great promotional company, you need publicity around you, and a lot of things. I think her ultimate goal is to establish herself as the greatest women's fighter of all time, not just boxer, but also she wanted to get that type of money that Ronda Rousey was getting. She wants that type of popularity, and she wants that type of dough to deposit into her account. And I feel her. You know what I'm saying? But don't nothing come to somebody that rush. You got to do it the right way. You got to be methodical. You got to be calculated. Anything that's a synonym to those words. That's how you got to approach it. You just can't rush in there and say, I'm going to do MMA, and you go slowly through the speed and they walk you through. That's not something that you just jump in for 12, 10, 9 months and you go in there and you think you mastered it. No. I don't think it's a good idea. I think if she really wants to go over to MMA, she need to find the right teacher. She need to take the proper time off, to learn how to do it. And then you may not be successful, man. Look at what Holly Holmes went through, Look at what Heather Hardy went through. You know what I'm saying? It's not no game. It's different putting on whatever they wearing women's 10-ounce, 12-ounce gloves on, 8-ounce gloves on. You putting on with the 3-4-ounce gloves on or whatever the UFC gloves is. So she need to think about it. But you know what I'm saying? If she can make millions of dollars, who wouldn't jump in there and do it? She young. She figures she can jump off a roof and fall and crack her neck and still get back up. She thinks she invincible. She at that ripe age of 24, 25, 26. She thinks she invincible. But I would rush her to find a proper teacher. I would caution her to find a proper teacher. I would caution her to take her time. I would caution her to be real with herself. All right? I would caution her to be real. Can I do it? If you're not doing well in training or you're not sure about it, then don't do it until you're comfortable with it. But she should clean up her sport first. She should establish herself in her sport first. Because Emmanuel Nunes, she getting popular, but she ain't reaching Ronda Rousey popular. Ronda Rousey popularity just, it had to do with a lot of different things. Because she wasn't the greatest fighter. You know what I'm saying? But I think she want to cross over and get some of that movie money like Misha Tate. She want to cross over and do other things in boxing. She want to be wealthy. And I ain't knocking her for it, but you're 24 years old. You know, you could be wealthy and establish women's boxing and put women's boxing on the map. But with her and Emmanuel Nunes, you know, Nunes is a good striker. You know, I seen Clarissa spar with the other girl that Nunes beat, Chris Cyborg. You know what I'm saying? And Cyborg was holding her own in this sparring. So Nunes is a good striker from what I see. I don't see why she couldn't do well in boxing. Now, can she beat Clarissa Shields? That's another story for another day. But she a good striker. But anytime you cross over, you know, that's big money. And if, you know, Floyd Mayweather come back and he cross over with Dana White, why not, you know, help a fellow Michigander out from Flint? He from Grand Rapids. And make Clarissa Shields part of the deal. You know what I'm saying? You know, where, you know, her and Emmanuel Nunes or her one of her first MMA or one of her boxing fights, put her on the undercard. You know what I'm saying? It kind of baffles me why black people don't want to see other black people at the top with them. It's a crab in the bucket mentality. To this day, I understand it was something that was established, you know, way back when we was brought to this country. But why shouldn't Floyd want to put some Michiganders on? Go ahead and put Clarissa on. Put her on the undercard of McGregor, you know what I'm saying? And showcase her, you know what I'm saying? Help her set up and make the money versus Emmanuel Nunes and promote that with Dana White. Y'all from the same state. It makes no sense for Mayweather not to. If you fight Khabib and she ready to fight Nunes, put Nunes and Clarissa Shields on the undercard. Mayweather can easily on the McGregor undercard pay Clarissa 2 and pay Emmanuel Nunes 2, or pay each other 1 and the winner get $1 million. They could easily blow that card up. You know, but like I said before, man, premier boxing champions in the Boston, Floyd Mayweather and Al Heyman, I don't really see them having the best interest for some of the brothers and sisters, man. For real, they got the best interest for their pockets. And you don't become as wealthy as Floyd and Al Heyman by not being selfish to a certain extent and frugal. So, like I said before, man, Nunes, good fighter. I heard she a little reluctant to come over to the boxing ring. And, you know, why would you leave your element to come to boxing? Come to boxing when, you know, you making a lot of money, which, you know, you making good money there and ain't great money over there. So, I heard Clarissa was willing to do a 1-on-1 with her too. Go to MMA and then have Emmanuel Nunes come to the boxing ring. So, you know, that'd be interesting. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like Clarissa's a knockout puncher anyway. But then again, the boxing stamina is different from the MMA stamina. You know what I'm saying? 12 rounds of I heard they switching the women's to 2 to 3 minute rounds. If that's true, 12 minutes to 3 minutes, McGregor found that out. It's a different type of conditioning for that. And when you wrestling, it's a different type of conditioning for that. You know, you got to learn how to get out of submissions, get out of holds. You got to learn takedowns, block the kick. It's a lot to learn for you to just jump in there. But if the money right, people willing to cut their mama own head off if that bag right. So I think she rushing into trying to get that fight, you know. But who am I to tell her what to do and what not to do? But you know, I would caution her to get the right teacher. And if she's not comfortable and she knows she's not good at MMA, take her time. But she can't still box and try to learn MMA. That ain't the right way. She got to take time out and really and take it serious and learn mixed martial arts. And there's a lot of things you got to learn. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, she know how to fight up. She got to learn how to defend with kicks. She got to learn how to, you know, take down, defend against takedown, submissions, how to get out of submissions, position. It's a lot to learn, you know. And I'm not sure if she got a wrestling background. You know, that would help. You got some boxers. I think Kermit Cintron had a wrestling background. The Klitschko's had a kickboxing background. Dillian White, Jarrell Miller had a kickboxing background. Terrence Crawford, wrestling background. So you got some guys that can go over there and do well because they got multiple martial arts under their belt. They got wrestling, they got boxing, you know what I'm saying? And then the kickboxing dudes, they already know how to defend against the kicks. They just got to get wrestling down pat. So you got some guys, Lipin Yes was a kickboxer. You got some guys in boxing that translate and do well because they know multiple martial arts. You know, but for her, it is what it is. I'll link the interview from Fight Hub in the description. Let me know what y'all think about Clarissa switching over to the mixed martial arts arena and maybe doing a 1-on-1 with Emmanuel Nunes. Who y'all think will win in the octagon? Who you think will win in the boxing ring? Don't forget, we on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. You can reach out to the email if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, or video request. All my information is in the description. And shout out to the brother that made the donation on Cash App. I'm not going to put your business out there, but I appreciate the love, support. That was much love. Other than that, man, check our women's boxing playlist out, our MMA playlist out. And we're going to keep rolling in the content throughout the day. One time for the one time. It's your boy CJ Goodfella, Goodfella Sports TV. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. We gone.